In this video, we will see a demonstration of how the persistent objects are fetched from the database. We will be working with the already existing tables. So we already have this table employee and employee address, which we had created using this employee class. So employee has a list of addresses here, ADDR. So we will just be fetching the employee and the address associated with that employee, and we'll see how Hibernate fetches these objects. So to get an employee, we will be using the session.get method, and here we will be passing in employee.class in place of the primary key. So we had created an employee with ID 1, so we will be fetching the same employee, and we store it in an employee reference E. Now, once we have fetched this object from the database, we can perform any operations with the employee object. So let us just print the values of that object in C. So we will just, let's say we are printing E dot get ID and E dot get name. And we'll also print the address. So e.getAddress is actually the array list. It will return the array list which the employee is storing. And we are printing the array list, and address class already has a toString method. So it will just print the array list with the addresses in it. Also, we will have to change the auto property here from create to update, since we are planning to work with the already existing data. So we change this to update and we run the file. So here in the output, we can see that a select query has been fired. And after the select query, here we are printing the employee ID using the getID method. Then we are using the getName method to print the name of that employee. And after that, we are also executing the getAddr method, which is going to fetch the address list. So as you can see here, the select query to fetch the addresses from the join table is being fired now. So first the name has been printed, and then after the names have been printed, when the actual invocation of get address is done, at that time the addresses are being fetched from the database. Until then, the addresses were not fetched. So, like you can see here, the select query has been fired and then the addresses have been printed. So here, as you can see, if now, let's say I close the session after getting the employee object from the database. So here, if I call the close method of session, instead of closing it here, there's no need of commit because we are just fetching data. So now if you see, we are getting the employee object with the ID 1, and then we are closing the session, and then we are printing the ID and name. So after that, we are printing the address. Now if we run this code, so here you will see that the select query has been fired, but the select query has only been fired to fetch data from the employee table, which is the ID and the name. So here you can see that ID and name are being printed, but when the method to get the addresses, that is the get address method, is invoked. So here you can see it throws a lazy initialization exception, which says that it failed to lazily initialize a collection, which is this, and it could not initialize because there is no session, right? So as you can see, what Hibernate does is Uh, for optimization, it will only fetch the first level variables. So it has only fetched the employee ID and the employee name. It has not fetched the second level variable or the second level object, which is the address object. So this is called lazy fetch, and Hibernate by default uses lazy initialization or lazy fetching to optimize, so that if, let's say, there is no need of this line, if the code does not call the get address method, then Hibernate will not unnecessarily fetch it and keep already. So this is the default behavior of Hibernate. So here what we can see is this line throws the lazy fetch exception. This line does not throw an exception. It works perfectly well because the object that we fetched here, this is actually a proxy object. So what do we mean by a proxy object? We mean that the complete data is not fetched. It is just a proxy of an employee which contains the first level data. And if we want to fetch the second level data, then either the session must not be closed so that Hibernate can again fire a query on the join table and fetch the data from the join table. Or there is one more way, that is, instead of using the default behavior of lazy fetch, we can also use eager fetching. So for eager fetch, we will have to go to the employee class here, and here we will specify fetch is equal to fetch type eager. So when we say this element collection has fetch type eager, it means that when we execute this code, so when we run this code, so now you will see, because we had set the fetch type to eager, it has fired these queries at the beginning itself. So when we had first called the get method to get the employee, it has executed it has executed queries on both the tables, the employee table as well as the employee address table, and it has fetched all of the data which was related to employee or embedded in employee, and then even after we are closing the session, it will print the ID, name, and all the address details.